it's something that you pack away. You go on these calls and you literally pack them away in this rucksack.
Yeah.
And the rucksack could only hold so much, and the seams started ripping out. And what happens when those seams start ripping out is things start kind of oozing out, and we don't always know, or our spouse, I'll say, doesn't always know what's really causing it and what's in that rucksack, because we don't tell them, we don't share it with them. In 2018, I started having problems. I woke up in a cold sweat. I wasn't able to focus on things real well. I wasn't able to sleep, and it got worse and worse and worse. And I didn't tell anybody. I didn't go to a counselor. I didn't talk to my peer support people. I didn't tell anybody what was going on. And it was in 2021, during our pandemic, that I got to the point where I was not able to function because I wasn't sleeping 4 nights out of the week. My mind was going 100 miles an hour. And my bride begged me to retire. And I didn't want to do it. I did not want to do it. But I got to the point where it was like, you know what? If I retire, everything's gonna go back to normal. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I can't sleep. I don't know why I feel anxious. I don't know why I sweat. I don't know why all this is happening. But if I retire, everything will reset. I'll be able to get sleep again and everything will be okay. That is not what happened. My mind was going at 100 miles an hour. It jumped up to going 1,000 miles an hour. And so I drive home, and there's my bride and my son and my daughter, and they're standing on the porch as I'm driving into the driveway, and they're crying. And sorry. It hit me that I had put them through a lot of pain because I wanted to be able to help people and do the job that I love to do. But in the meantime, I did a lot of damage with my own family. And that's hard. That's hard to look at. So I felt guilty. I felt ashamed. It was a really, really tough thing for me to go through. And I didn't know how to handle it. And things at home got worse for me. And then all of a sudden I get a phone call out of the blue. Noel Metter calls me. He goes, "You don't know who I am. I need to talk to you. I want to talk to you about Stronger Families." When people ask me what is Stronger Families, I tell them it's a nonprofit organization that is here to help the first responders, military and veterans with their relationships at work and at home. The problem that I see, we have these first responders, they've never been trained on how to have a good relationship, and you expect them to be successful, and you have all that stress and all that trauma that's on top of this. And then meanwhile, you've got that first responder, it's like, I'm not gonna take this home. I don't wanna talk to him about the baby call. I don't wanna talk to him about the amputation that I saw. I wanna protect my family from this. I don't wanna talk about that burned up body in that fire when I go home. I wanna forget about it because I wanna just leave it at work, and then I wanna go home and I wanna be a dad and I wanna be a good husband. They wanna protect their family. I think you just had this mindset of you don't talk about it, you just suck it up and you go to the next call. The problem is you can't do that. You have to have tools on how to do that. What sometimes happens is our spouses, and what my bride went through, was she got to the point where she thought she was the problem. I think that's why you see a lot of unhealthy relationships, and you see, separation and divorce and really unhealthy relationships out there because of the stress and the trauma, and we don't talk about it. And if we don't talk about it, then it's just going to make things worse. So Stronger Families has these tools that help to learn how to have a good relationship at home.